What's up, people? As you can see, back to the old shitty camera because we are moving and my HD camera has been packed. So I'm stuck with the camera in my iPhone. Not my iPhone, my MacBook. What's up, Bobs? What up, Joseph? What's up, Anthony? Walter, what's up? What's up? Yeah, right, shitty. I think it lets me use... No, it doesn't. Who would want to do low definition streaming? So weird. They give you the option to stream low definition. Who the fuck would want to do that? Weird. Effing weird, if you ask me. What up? Norbs, what up? What up? You want to jump on, Norbs? Walter Seudo. What up, Anthony? Anthony B. Anthony B. You are not watching Alexis Rocha fight? I'm not. It's going to be fireworks. What's going to be fireworks? I don't know, man. Not very long. I'm literally packed all day. We're moving out of Brooklyn, so I'm exhausted. If I showed you this room right now, it is all boxes everywhere. Shit is wild. But that's what it be. What we got going on, people? I'm clocking in for the 5th time this week. I'm 5 of 5. Yeah. Alberto. The California Boxing Hardcore. What channel the fight's on? I don't know, Norbs. Why does your thing say 8, 10, and 8? Norbs, what the fuck's that mean? Yeah, I can tell you packed the lamps. It's darker. Oh, yeah. Well, no, it's not that it's darker, Alberto. I'm using a different camera. I'm not using my HD camera, which has with auto adjusts the light. I'm using my built-in MacBook camera, which appears as such. 10-8 round. Nope, 10-8 podcast. All right. On YouTube, go to Golden Boys page. Okay. I feel that. Ficky feel that. Is that the Street Star Norbs? Street Star. Norbs. Norbs is a big what'd you do again? The hip hop battles? Right? Didn't you? I am fried today, people. Yes, it's free, Bob. I'm gonna get some good sleep tonight, though. I'll tell you that. Word life. That's on my mama. A real Mexican would know about Golden Boy event. True. Now, we all know that you even saying that is...
Oh, that's racist.
But, okay. Thoughts on Shakur trying to fight Ryan? I saw them do a live today briefly. It looked like everything was all friendly, copacetic, so I don't know. Yeah, that's Street Star Norbs. He got a 7-figure settlement from Battle Rap. You got a 7-figure settlement, Norbs? Seven-figure? Wait, 6 figures of millions. Damn. Is that true, Norbs? You got a big settlement? I mean, I guess public knowledge, right? Damn. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Battle Rap. Yeah, it was his... me and him talked about it before briefly, but I didn't really follow. I don't really know much about his background in the Battle Rap. I know he said he had something, then they went bigger. They tried to remove him as being a co-creator, so he got his just due. So I think that's the long and short of it. I don't know why he want to fight Ryan. Ryan is not a champion, nor does he have a belt. Shakur is going out sad. I gotta fucking put my foot up here. Hold on. Oh fuck. Okay, yeah, my back hurts. I'm fucked, man. This shit was draining today, boy. Bobs and Weaves, what up? This shit is mad dark. This camera sucks. This is why I got the HD camera. See how much shittier this is than my other streams? I'm gonna have to do these for the next 2 nights. Tomorrow night, gotta be like this. I'm moving Monday, so Monday night, if I'm not too tired to do a stream, which I might be, then I'll be back to the dope camera. Looks like a hostage. They're treating me good. I would like everybody to know they're treating me good here. Long live Abdul Rahik Wahad. Please save me. I think less of them trying to fight each other and more of them both being Twitter addicts. Yep, agreed. This is better than nothing, bro. Yeah, word up. Hostage video. Ryan gonna drop him like he did Haney, or Shakur wins on points. Well, you just didn't give a prediction. You can't just say either guy might win. That's not a prediction, Chief. You got to come in with one way or the other. I know the kid's excited to run around the new yard and new school too. New yard, yes. New school, they don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect. Is it like the typical shit you see in the movies in the suburbs, like big ass school, football field, all that? I don't know. I know that I'm not excited to not be able to like, go down the street, walk to the bodega, have all different kind of culture and life around me. But I'm in Norwalk. I'm gonna be in Norwalk, and Norwalk does have like a city part, so it is like a nice mix. It's not just all fucking country. What's good, Seth? Abdul Wahid is Tank's Muslim. I know. I was trying to be funny. I threw in a couple, but then I was like, that might sound racist if I get too Muslim with it. But then it was already said it, so it's too late to go back on it. Here we are. At least it's not blurry. I mean, it's grainy as fuck. Look at this. Look how grainy that is. I mean, this is a 6-year-old laptop I'm using. This is a 2019. That would be 5 years, wouldn't it? Is it 2019? Let's see. About this Mac. More info. Here's this shit. Renew. So I got Apple Care. That's good. What? How do you find out what kind of MacBook it is? Serial number, Apple Care. Give a fuck about the Apple Care. How do you find out what kind of MacBook it is? I think it's 2019. I think if I click on it, memory. Huh. 2 point. Oh yeah, here it is. My bad, I missed it. Yeah, 2019. So that's 5 years is like a lifetime when it comes to technology. Yeah, I found it, Alberto. That's a lifetime. 5 years. I don't even think this camera's HD. I think it's whatever, not 810, 1080, but whatever's right before that, 720. I think that's what this is. There's no way this is HD. No way. Like, would I come close? See? Well, actually, it might be, right? It just doesn't have. I don't fucking know. 2012. Well, it's also dark in here, ish. My other camera, same lightings in here. It just has the HD camera, the 4K. It's not even HD. It's a 4K one. The one that I've been talking to you guys with. That one has like auto light, auto backlighting, and all kinds of auto shit. Okay. I'm not watching on my phone. Okay. And Norb's bounced out. You talked about his $1 million settlement. He's gone. Your top 5 boxing prospects, if you know any. That was rude. You were watching Paul. Yeah, I am. I will. He's gonna knock that guy out. That guy cannot box. And that guy, although he weighed in at 195, he looks significantly smaller to me. Like significantly. I don't know how he weighed at 195, but what up, Stop? What would be your dream job in boxing? Ooh, good question, Alberto. What's the difference between color and play-by-play? Play-by-play is like, oh, he throws a jab, and I think color is just not talking about what's happening in the fight. I would do both. There's no way I would just talk about, oh, he throws a nice jab. I would more venture off into other shit. Like, there's a nice jab. You know, one of the greatest jabbers, Larry Holmes. You know, I would venture off. So I guess it'd be a color analyst. Color analyst? Sideline reporter. Interviewer, yeah. I would go in the ring. Both of those. And color analyst and go in the ring and talk to him. Actually, what might be even bigger, that would be dope during the live fights, and then have like a show where, like an ESPN show, where like once a week maybe, because boxing, you know, you can't really do every day. Once a week where I interview fighters. They come on my show, almost like like a boxing talk show. They come on, we talk about boxing, whatever it is. I would even love to do a fucking like a dope, a straight boxing show, include a little trivia that I do. Talk to the fighters about their talk to retired fighters, talk to current fighters, have maybe two on at once, maybe guys who fought each other, talk about their fight. Just a whole potpourri, mixed bag, plethora of shit that I could carry a once a week show. I carry an everyday show, really, but I can carry a once a week show. Ease. I heard Mike Perry got knocked out. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Color was like Jim Lampley. I don't know what that means. Play-by-play is Sergio Snake Mora. Yeah, you got to tell me more than that. I think it's what I said, right? Play-by-play is just commenting on the live action only, and color is kind of everything else, right? But most of them do both. I would do both, but I'd rather talk about other things. Like, yeah, I don't want to do play-by. That's boring because you're just basically, oh, and he jabs, oh, and he ducks, oh, and he jabs. Nah, color, baby. I'm a colorful type brother. I can see you being a ring and out. Nah, hell no. First off, Alberto. First off.
Oh, that's racist.
Just because he's white and you think I could do what he does? You think you see me doing what the white guy does?
Oh, that's racist.
Let me tell you something else, Alberto. There's a rule I have. I learned this a long time ago. I never trust a white guy with dreads. I don't trust him. I don't like him. I'm kidding, but I'm not fully kidding. You should interview boxers and do a podcast with your boy Jeremy Williams or Low Nose. Are you kidding, Bobs? You know, I used to. You must not know. I did a podcast with Jeremy. It was called The Champ and the Chump. We did it for like a year or two. Me and him. Marco, you strike me as a chilled beer at the end of the night kind of guy. You should do a boxing show over beers. Like, nah. First of all, I don't really like beer. I don't really like drinking. But secondly, that's already been done. You don't do anything that's already been done. What's up, Kalia? I thought you were black. Must be something wrong with your eyes then, there, Walter. Yo, bro, do you want to see Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney again or not? Yeah, I do. Absolutely. Why was some caller dissing you on TBV yesterday, calling you Kelly Pavlik? I don't remember anybody calling me Kelly Pavlik. The other day? When was this? I don't remember that at all. And probably he said that for two reasons. To the root of the reason, the main reason is...
Oh, that's racist.
But, you know, bald white guy, thin frame, bald white guy who could fight. There's the similarities. TBV gets active sometimes. True that. Marco, do you going to miss being able to get a ham and cheese? All right, first of all, hoops. I don't get a ham and cheese. And I definitely don't get $2 pizza slices. The shits in this neighborhood are $5 fucking for a pepperoni. Maybe a plain slice will be like 3 or 4. So, no. What up, track? And keep in mind, guys, I'm only an hour away from where I live right now. That's it. With traffic, it's more like an hour and 45. But with no traffic, about an hour. Did Ryan get banned from boxing for good? No. 1 year suspension, my dear. $5 for it's $5 for a pepperoni for a slice with like one topping. Yeah, but that's only here. My daughter got a waffle cone with strawberry sauce on it from a Mr. Softy. Shit was like $9. It was 7 or 9. Either or, way too much. Top 3 fantasy matchup. Ali versus Fury. Ah, man. I don't have a fantasy matchup from a dude that's still actively fighting. He feels me? That's not a fantasy to me. Fantasy to me is two dudes who never fought or who are or stopped, retired, excuse me. You get where I'm going with this. Yeah, I'm not staying on too long tonight, fellas, and lady, because I am this packing fucking hammered me. Like that shit was like a triple G liver shot and then a couple Canelo hooking off on the dome piece, followed by a Holyfield headbutt, a Miguel Cotto nut shot. Yeah, that's what it felt like. I never went to New York before. Okay. NYC pizza, definitely fair price for $5. Nah, I don't think so. That's too expensive. Can't wait for Nestor versus Marco. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Ness knows. He knows. Paul Williams versus Sebastian Fundora. Well, like I said, stop. Sebastian's still fighting. Yo, I saw the prices on the ice cream trucks last week and was shocked. I would say hire movers, but nah, I hired movers. I hired packers and movers, Alberto. Alberto, you're only 20 or whatever. You were somewhere around there, right? When at your age, you get your friends to come, blah, blah, blah. Plus, your age, you don't have kids. It's usually just you, at most you and like your girl. I'm talking me, my wife, my 2 kids living in this crib for 9 years. So shit accumulates. So once you get in your 30s, most people hire movers. I even hired packers. They come, they pack today, and then they come to move me. You know, it's usually the next day or within the next couple of days, and they come and they move you. And that shit was not that expensive. I was shocked. I wasn't going to do it at first, but I'm like, I was going to definitely hire the movers, but not the packers. We were thinking about that because, you know, money's been tight since the inflation has been fucking up my business. But it wasn't that expensive at all to fucking pack and move me. So we did it. So yeah, and it's still a lot of work because they don't do everything. It's not like I sit down, throw my feet up, and watch. Like there's a lot. You know how it is. Even when you hire movers, there's a lot of work to do. Marco versus Trash Talker. Who the fuck is Trash Talker? Who's that? You know you move into the home of the great Willie Pep and Marlon Starling. Word? Pep's from Connecticut? Oh yeah, it's New England, dude. Shake, you're from Connecticut, right? Remind me what part? You're like up in Hartford or some shit. You're not near me. Congrats on the house. Thanks. I didn't buy it. I'm just renting the motherfucker, but shit's cheaper than this 2-bedroom apartment. A whole house with a backyard and a basement and all this shit cheaper than this fucking. Yeah. May I ask what's so tiring from the move then? I just explained. We were packing mad shit, going through everything, you know, sorting out what you're going to keep, what you're not going to keep, bagging it, throwing it out, boxing up, or we were also packing. You know what I'm saying? They were just helping. If Crawford beat Canelo and becomes undisputed at 168, where you would rank him. And it's also, by the way, emotionally draining. You don't know what it's like because you're young, but when you live in the one place for 10 years almost, you have your children are conceived and born and grow up in that house, and you're stepping away from a whole house and a neighborhood and everything that has so much history. The shit is mentally draining too. Hire movers. Already did it. Those days of going to the Home Depot to pick up. Yep. Exactamundo, Rob. That's boss where you can movers through the grand. Yeah. But again, when you have as much shit as I have, you're still doing a lot of work. If it's just a one bedroom apartment or a studio, you hire movers, you don't got to do shit almost. But, you know, the bigger the house, the more people, the more work for everybody. Hartford. Yeah. Hartford's like an hour from Norwalk, right? You're far. Willie Pep is from Middletown. There's a Middletown, New York, homeboy. Gotti Ward happened at Mohegan Sun. How far is Mohegan Sun from Norwalk? CT got a lot of boxing. All right. Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, how far is I drove one time to. Fuck, where did we go? We went to one of the casinos. This is before we had kids, I think. Just for the fuck of it, we did it. It's close, I think. Yeah, we drove to the main one. What's the fucking casino in Connecticut? One day Canelo fights David. Yeah? Was that when there's icicles with Lucifer? Or Lucifer's brushing his teeth with icicles? That means hell freezes over. Forget it. That was a bad analogy. You guys know I'm good at analogies, though, usually. Just not when I'm tired. Foxwoods, that's it. It was Foxwoods. Yeah. Foxwoods. We went there. We don't gamble, though, so we just went just because just something different. This was back before we had kids. Business was doing well. Just started doing well. Had a little extra money back then. Had no responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? No children yet. Those are the fun times. And then having kids is dope, but it's a whole different stress. Then when they get a little older, then you get the fun kind of starts again. You have David in your top 5. You might be the only one. I know, which is a damn shame. You cannot put Shakur over David Benavidez, and people do. You can't even put Bivol over David Benavidez. The one notable fighter Bivol beat was Canelo, but Canelo was naturally smaller. So he beat one of the greatest fighters in the world, yes. Only one, and is the greatest, but smaller than him. Benavidez beat 3 to 5 top number 1 contenders in his weight class and dominated them. I think Benavidez, when you look at it that way, and I think Benavidez is they're both undefeated, but so that's how I look at it. Willie Pep fought Sugar Ray. No, he didn't. Willie Pep did not. Oh, in the attic? Oh, you meant Sugar Ray Robinson. Leonard was not born in 38. Shake. David's power didn't carry to 175. How come? Alberto, one fight does not a determination make. One fight. Let's give him another fight. Let's see what happens. You're right. He couldn't hurt him. But money couldn't hurt David. That was a big question to me. Can David take the shots from these big guys? Didn't phase him. He kept coming forward. Yo, Marco, how do you say Lomachenko? How do you say Lomachenko win a fight when he fights Tank? How do you say? What you mean? Yeah, I knew you meant Sugar Ray Robinson. You know you're boxing though, Shake. Oh man, Shake. Yo, Shake. Oh, you don't even know my neck of the woods. I want some gyms. I want to go to some boxing gyms out in CT, close to me. There's got to be some shit in Stanford. Got to be. That's not that close though. I love the guy, but I need to see him against Morel or Bivol. I got to get fucking glasses too, y'all. I can't see from far away that well. I mean, I see, but it's blurry. And now I'm going to be driving because I don't drive here almost at all. So I got to get some fucking glasses when I drive. Sometimes those signs from far away be blurry. I don't like David's dad. He gives off. Nah, he's mad cool. I interviewed him, Alberto. Check out our interview. What kind of fucking Mexican are you? You're a real self-loathing Mexican. Don't like David Benavidez. Jose Benavidez Sr. is like off the boat from Mexico, like a true immigrant from Mexico, man. You should respect that shit. And he made it. They got shit in New Haven. I don't know. Nah, that's mad far. Salud from Puerto Rico. ¿Qué pasó, Armando Rosado? ¿Está bien? Claro. How do you see Lomachenko winning a fight? Oh. He'd have to dance on him. Pop, 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 angle. Pop, pop, pop at angles. Pop, pop, pop at angles. Out. Pop, 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 pop at angles, out. Constant angles. That's the only way he could beat Tank, because the only way Tank won't end up catching him with anything significant, which only takes one with him, is if he's angling away. That's it. Hey, Bob said it. angles. That's it. Or if he stays away, tries to outbox him from a distance, which I don't know if he could do against Tank because they're the same height. And Tank probably has a longer reach. Although Tank has short arms, but Lomachenko is just mad short. Where you at? No, I was gonna go, but I ended up not going. Stop. I got this move is fucking draining the shit out of me. With so much to do, getting ready for the move. Like I said, lived here 9 years, had to get so much shit ready. But what if Tank watched tape? Well, of course he's gonna watch tape. Just calling it how I see it. I'm not a race-blinded boxing fan. I just don't root for my people. My favorite fighter is Tank. Well, then apparently you are reversed.
Oh, that's racist.
Reversed. So you're not racist toward black people. You're racist toward your own kind. That's a reverse.
Oh, that's racist.
We do not tolerate racism in this room, Alberto. Racism is ugly. Loma manager said Loma isn't fighting anyone at this moment. Okay. Nah, I wasn't at that. They didn't approve me for me. I would have gone to that because that's close to me. Not too much longer, but yeah, it's Jersey's like a half-hour ride. But they didn't approve me for press passes. I'm like, I'm not paying for that shit. Are you going to be surprised if Lomachenko? Yes, but not crazy surprised, but yes. Tiafimo versus Norman is a real. I don't know. I don't really. Yeah, let me hit you with the sound effect on that one. My opinion. Damn, I have too many sound effects, so I can't find them right away. Now it's not funny.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
I don't really. I love Tio, but Norman, I'm like, thank you. Marco, top 3 comedians getting crickets at your. Nah, I don't want to talk about that. Did Lowe already say that? I don't know. Say what? I'm not racist towards Mexicans. I always ask you to do Mexican trivia. That's just because you want to win. That's you using your people, your heritage, your knowledge of your heritage to win and grab this MB trivia belt. That's why. I know your tricks, Louis. Norman might beat Tio. Yeah, well, we've seen Tio. He fights down to his competition, so anybody might beat Tio. That's just I'm not shitting on him because he could also beat anybody. But if he's not coming in on sharp and on point, should I go watch Ralph Barbosa? Is he any? I have no idea who that is. Do you like Norman? Why? He's a solid fighter. He whooped Gio. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know. Like, I know his name, but I don't really know how he fights. I don't know much about him. Oh, he's a dude who just fought, right? Yeah, something. His father's his trainer or some shit. I think he just fought and he kind of didn't look good or he barely won. That's who that is, right? Yeah, didn't he just barely win though? I think I know. Light skinned kid. I think I know you guys talking about. I mean, light skin for like the race. Obviously, compared to me, he's dark as shit, but you know what I mean. Yes, Squash Fight looked amazing. I did watch it. He barely won. Where you going, Seth? Marco, in between a casual and a hardcore. No. You must watch Ness's. Listen to Ness's silly mouth. Just like everything in boxing, the definition of a hardcore is subjective. Let's take Nestor, for example. My man Ness calls me a casual. Okay, I know it's all in fun, but in all seriousness, it's not about him, but the word casual. All right? What's your definition? Your definition of a casual is somebody who knows the entire history of boxing, has been in the ring, can break down any fight, can see things that most people don't see, has real knowledge, knows all the fighters, has a relationship with them, been in the ring with many of them, trained with many of them, but doesn't know some current fighters that are in the process of coming up. That's a casual? Or what about somebody who knows all the current fighters, but doesn't know much about the history of the sport, what birthed it? I could argue somebody like Ness, for example, who doesn't know history, is a casual. It's a subjective word. I choose not to watch every single little fight because it does not pique my interest. You got to get on my radar, right? And I'm not trying to be a dick, like whatever. This is just my criteria. My radar is upper middle class and above. Not even really middle class. Some middle class, but upper middle and above for sure. Some middle. I don't look at the lower middle or the low class or the poverty line. I'm talking about fighters, not actual financial status. You guys know that. So that's all a subjective thing. That's so subjective, calling somebody a casual. So I am not a casual. But in your opinion, in your definition, maybe I am. That's fine. In mine, I'm not. He knocked him out. Okay, so maybe I'm thinking of somebody else then. Watch the fight again. Okay. I just realized it's 11:08. Yep, I know. So I'm not going to stay on too long. When you started watching boxing? At first fight ever was 1981 that I watched. That's got me into boxing. So I was 5. But well, let's see. It was Jerry Coetzee versus Dokes. I think it's 81. Jerry Coetzee 83. Excuse me. So 83. Then I am 6. Right? I'm born in 76. Yeah, I was 6. But when I started watching it hardcore, right around 88, 89. 88, 89. When I was 11. And then I went to the gym. First time ever. Stepped into a gym. 13. Or was I 12? I think I was 13. Yeah. How bad is it being a boxing fan in the East Coast? You guys don't see main event until... Yeah, it's fucking annoying. That's why I love when Saudi does it. So the main events are like 6, 7 p.m. And then I could go online after. We could do lives. It's not too late. We talk about it. It's dope. You're in between. You're far from Die Hard. I am not far from a Die Hard. That's incorrect. That's extremely incorrect. Far from a Die Hard? Come on now. Not knowing some up-and-coming fighters makes me far from a diehard. And you know what? Diehard to me is more, you want to get into it? Let's get into it then. What's up, Corsa? Good to see you. Diehard, to me, based on these definitions I hear from all you guys, that's kind of like a fanboy, really, right? It's like somebody who's like, I got to see every little thing, and I got to act like I'm, come on. Most of those middle class fights and lower middle class fights and lower class fights are not exciting. They're just not. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because I like, well, this is maybe not the best analogy, but just because I like a certain rapper, I'm not going to go listen to every single song. Maybe that's not, maybe I would do that. That's not a good analogy. But yeah, I don't need to go and know every... Okay, no, this is a better one. Just because I like a certain rap genre, right? Let's say I like that new shit. What's that new shit called? Drill rap, right? Let's say I like drill rap. I'm not going to go and make sure I listen to every single drill rapper who's ever released an album because I love drill rap. I need to know everything about it. No, I'm going to listen to the dudes who pique my interest. Because guess what? A lot of the drill rappers might suck. Just like a lot of fighters might not be very good and aren't fun to watch. And I got limited time, and I want to utilize my time efficiently. Time is a priceless commodity. So I look at hardcores as more like they got nothing else to do but just watch every single piece of boxing. When, I would rather... That time that you guys go and watch Brian Norman or whoever the fuck other guys and watch all these fights, I would rather wait until he gets to be at a higher level and instead use that time to watch Larry Holmes versus Ernie Shavers or watch classic fights. Mercer versus Morrison. You know what I'm saying? Even watch Sugar Ray Robinson highlights. I'd rather do that. So you call that a casual or not a hardcore? To me, that's a hardcore. Somebody who studies it and who knows the core of it and knows what birthed it, the foundation. and learns. That's a hardcore to me, because you want to master your craft. You don't master your craft studying dudes who get C's and B's, or dudes who just started taking the test. No, you master your craft studying dudes who got A+ with extra credit and extra napkins, and who've been taking these tests for centuries. That's how you master your craft. So to me, that's a hardcore what I do. But, whatever. The older you get, it's hard to keep up with everything. True that. She knows. Okay. Okay. Facts. How do people who watch all boxing matches have a job? It's all about what you choose. If you care more about who's current, okay. I care about quality. I care about, what I'm saying? I don't want to try every new restaurant because it's new and it's a restaurant and I like food. Nah, I want to go try the ones that get the best ratings, the ones that have the best reviews, Michelin star joints. That's what I want to try. But you want to go try every restaurant, that's okay. You might call yourself a foodie because you've eaten at every restaurant possible. I consider myself a foodie because I like the finest restaurants. But that comes with age. Dudes like Stop Motion who are 15, they don't know. They're young. No, he's trolling now. I know him, Bob. He comes in here a lot. He is trolling a little, but he's also a little serious. Thanks, Shake. It's a science. That's true. I don't watch Pro Box every week. I think it's trash. Okay. Good for you. Yeah, so, but again, it's all subjective. Boxing, almost everything in boxing is subjective. Except a knockdown and a knockout. That might be the only thing that's not subjective. Scoring a fight subjective. Right? Who's better, who won. Everything in boxing is subjective except knockdowns and knockouts. That's the only thing you can 1000% prove. Because you can't even prove scoring. You could show a dude who lands more punches. Prove it. Slow down, freeze up, and show one guy land more shots than the other guy. But you could still argue, but I thought the guy who got hit more won. Why? Whatever. He hit harder. He was more effective. Like, whatever. Like, it's all subjective. That's the problem with boxing. That's why, if it was me, I would make that shit less subjective. My battery's gonna die. Well, plug the motherfucker in. You're not bad. You actually know. You know a good amount of boxing. Stop. You do. I think you Google all of it, but you know it. Chris Esparon. ¿Qué pasó? Or should I say, good day. Sorry for that bad American. You are one of the best boxing historians I've seen. That's why I would think that we are all following him old school. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. And I don't know. Fuck. There's a lot I don't know. The hardest shit is when you try and get educated on old fighters with either no footage or real crappy black and white grainy. You know what I'm saying? That's what you just got to read, and you got to hear stories. And because what we know about dudes like Jack Johnson, even though there's video of him out, but not much, it's all from stories, word of mouth, interviews over the years, because you can't make out that much from the footage of him that exists because it was from early 1900s. Yes, you did. Stop lying. Boxing is a love-hate thing for me. Why? So to hate about it? Oh, okay, there's a lot to hate about it, I guess. I wouldn't say hate, though. You get frustrated, right? Hate's a strong word. If I hated something, I wouldn't watch that shit. I'm not one of, but some people like that. If I hate something or someone, I don't want to deal with it or them. Now, if they frustrate me, that's different. You know what I mean? I want to have some fucking chocolate, but these Packers packed all my shit away. They didn't know. I'm going to have to dig through some boxes to find it because I am fiending right now. I never watch boxing matches in the UK. Those judges will never let a foreigner. Nah, that's not true. Watch words like never. That's not true. Maybe it happens, but I don't even think it's most of the time that happens. All right, I just got my charger. Okay. Excelente. Yeah, man, since I've been doing my videos, I've been like brushing up too on my history, because I'll do my research for my video and it'll remind me of shit that I'd forgotten about a lot of these fighters. That's fun. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm gonna do one. I just thought of one. It's a simple one, but I've never done one on anyone. Winky, right? I don't think I've ever done. Have I ever done one on Winky? I don't think I have. Let me see. Movie. I have interviewed Winky a bunch of times. Oh wait, I did do one on. Oh no, I didn't. Nope. No, I never did one on Winky. I'm gonna do that next though. Why you got Cookie Monster? That's fucking weird. Oh, because I said I want chocolate. Appreciate you. Stop. You're a good kid. You're a good Google using kid. Stop motion is sick with his Google skills. He'll type that shit in milliseconds. I almost feel like he has like the newest phone. It's one that just you put in your ear and it connects to your brain directly. So the second I ask the question, Stop has that shooting right to Google and he gets the answer. Boom. Some Total Recall shit. Terminator 2024 type shit. Bro, I never cheat. I know. We believe you. Nah, I'm just playing. We know you're honest when you play trivia. He still hasn't showed his hands. Nope, never. Smash that like. Listen to this man. False allegations. Okay. Does he use an iPad or an iPhone? He refuses to come on and show his hands. And I even told him, you don't even have to show your face. You could just come on like this and keep your hands like this to answer the question. So there's no reason he shouldn't do that. I get people might be shy or they privacy, fine, but don't show your face, just show your hands. There's no reason he shouldn't do that, and he doesn't want to do it. So that's why I think he's probably cheating. Some of the time, at least. What's up, Larry? There's no way he's that much better. Like when I do the trivias without him, like he is literally 75% better than everybody that's ever played. That's not possible. I mean, it's possible. It's just very unlikely. Better way to put it. It's possible. You get people who are just excellent at things. I mean, I know I'd get all those questions right, but those are questions I'm asking because I already know them. But I get questions wrong all the time. Random shit. It's like I don't know where Ken Norton was born. Fuck cares, But I know where George Foreman was born. I know where Ali. I know where Frazier. You know what I mean? I'm the best ever at chiseating. Worst boxing robbery. You mean judging? Because Beldrick Taylor and Chavez was fucked up, but that wasn't the worst judging. I did one. It's probably Lennox Lewis versus Holyfield. One was pretty bad. Pernell Whitaker versus Chavez was pretty bad. Yeah, one of those. Probably Pernell Chavez was worse. He works for Google. I know his last name is Google. His name is probably Jeffrey Google. Fucking guy. Foster robbery. Foster? Who the hell's Foster? This year, Foster. Who's Foster? See? Whoever he is, I'm guarantee you he's a lower middle. I guarantee you that. At least in notoriety. Maybe not as a fighter, but have you ever done a video on... Yeah. That one has one of my most views. That one has like 2 or 3 million views. The one on Julian Jackson, called The Hardest Puncher Ever. Michael Fox got robbed. I don't know what that is either. Oshaki. Yes, that one. I didn't see the whole fight because Oshaki kind of bores me. But I heard that was bad. What's your thoughts on Zhu versus Lubin? Bloodbath. Fucking bloodbath. That's going to be a fun fight. Zhu wins. But that's going to be fun. What's But what's the disrespectful? He has MMA. Yeah, I know. I keep telling him that. Weird. Yo, Marco, you like Michael Jackson? Do you think he's a legend? That's a very random question. I used to know Michael Jackson. Little known fact. I used to talk to him on the phone. My man Shane, who comes in here, he mentioned this. He's Macaulay Culkin's brother, so I'm cool with Macaulay, the whole Culkin family. And they knew Michael back in the day. So we used to like talk to Michael on the phone, send fax messages. They used to go to his ranch. Yeah, I used to talk to Michael all the time on the phone. Back in like, and no, he didn't rape me, or I never actually met him in person. I was gonna go out with them one, but we would talk on the phone for hours. He was like a big child for hours. Like he knew me. Like if you went up to Michael and be like, "Yo, do you know Marco? You know Shane and Macaulay's friend?" He'd be like, "Yeah, yeah, of course." So I knew him. But why? That's a really random question. Worst robbery for me was Ramirez versus Pernell. I think Pernell Chavez was worse, just because not that because of the gravity of the fight, what was at stake, which is being the first man to beat Chavez. So that's why I thought it was weird. And why did Chavez never rematch him? I don't know if he's duck and tank. Who knows? Bro Foster is one of the most exciting fighters in boxing. What's his first name? I walked to MJ. What? I talked. Oh, that's what you meant to write. Yeah. I just told you the story. You probably wrote that before I finished talking. Word up. Last time I talked to him was in 98, I want to say. Yep. He was on the phone with those dudes. Jeez, Marco, Oshaki, Foster. What about him? What about him? Oshaki. I think you spelled that wrong. It's like O. Isn't it spelled different? OSCH. Yeah, Q. There's a Q in it. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I thought I was only going to be on half an hour. I'm going to hit the hour mark again. See? Someone should like talking to you guys. He is exciting to watch. Oshaki or Foster? Because Oshaki's not that exciting to me. You met a lot of boxers. Yeah. I also know a lot just virtually, too. Like, a lot of them I've never met in person. Not a lot, but a good amount of them I never met in person. But, like, Winky, I know. I have his number. We've interviewed, but I never met him actually in person. Craziest boxing moment, Bo versus Holyfield parachute. That was one of them. What's up, Armor? Why did they say that Michael Jackson rapes? I don't want to get into all that. You could go read the Google about all that. That's what they said. Watch his fights, you would know. Maybe. Foster, you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Oshaki Foster. Well, I'm out of it. Jesus. Because when you guys said Foster, then Oshaki, right? I don't find him that exciting. But I'll watch again. From what I saw, I didn't find him that. I don't know, man. Mamoonbi, I don't think he gets my alerts because he comes into my Instagram lives when I do those. I don't do them much. But not here anymore. Mike biting Evander. That might have been the craziest one. That might have been, given the gravity of the fight. It was a rematch. Tyson lost. Nobody expected it. You know what I mean? Yeah, that might have been the most shocking moment. You're like, wait, I was more max. I'm like, fuck, he's not going to beat him now. Like, once he bit him, I'm like, he's done. He's DQ'd. And I also knew it was a bit of a way of him being frustrated, get, a way out of. Because, like, here's the thing. Holyfield would headbutt for sure, but he was also landing shots. He also had his number. So it was a mix of, like, yeah, the headbutting, and that might have knocked him out of sorts a little, but he was also hitting him and figuring Tyson out. Why are people hating on Boots from getting hit? While Bud gets praised for getting dropped and hurt. When did Bud get dropped? Against Mean Machine, but they didn't call it. Is that what you mean? That wasn't an official knockdown. They say Mark only watches highlights. That's what they say. That is erroneous. I thought that I do sometimes. For the middle or upper middle, for the middle class or the lower middle class fighters, I'll watch only highlights. Or a fighter that might be upper middle or upper class or whatever, but that I don't really enjoy watching. So I don't watch the whole fight, but all I need is highlights to give you a fucking accurate money breakdown. Butters. A Butters breakdown. People expect Tyson to beat Holyfield. I think yes, they thought it was a fluke, but way less sure than the initial fight, which was a huge upset. Do you remember when Roger Mayweather punched Lou Duva in the fight? No, I don't remember that. That's funny though. Do you watch Keyshawn? Yes, I did. I watched the whole fight. Wasn't that impressed with Keyshawn. Not saying he's not a good fighter, because he is. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter, because he's not. I just wasn't impressed with what he did. He didn't strike me as somebody with a 1 in a million skill set. And that's what you need to be right now to rise above the cream of the crop at 35 and 40, because there's so much talent. He doesn't strike me as he has that skill set to rise above them. He strikes me as a possible champion and an outstanding fighter in his weight, in his era. He could be. But as a cream of the crop, not even the top 3. But I could be wrong. We haven't seen enough. Yo, Marco, did you meet Tank? Nope, never met him. He doesn't like me. He left me a couple nasty comments on IG, on my IG posts. I know I pissed him off somehow, I guess. What does Abdullah Mason remind you of? Bud and Boots kind of combined. Yeah, he's impressive. He reminds me of like early Boots mixed with some Bud. Yeah, I like he strikes me as the skills to possibly be a 1 in a million fighter. Even during Keyshawn's biggest wins, where he was overmatched or undermatched, excuse me, and he wins impressively, I still, when he was able to showcase all his talent, because when you're in there with somebody that you're undermatched with, and you could do what you want with, you give highlight performances. You open up, so it's the best version of you. And even when we had that of him, I didn't think, oh, because right now we're probably getting that from Abdullah Mason, the best version, because he's being set up against dudes who, let's be honest, most people know he can beat, and he knows he can beat. But I still didn't. So when him and Keyshawn both fought, dudes who obviously were there to pad his record, I still think that he didn't look 1 in a million. But Mason to me is looking 1 in a million right now. He was the one who impressed me the most last Saturday. Was Abdullah McCone. Keyshawn Davis, Frank Martin, do you still want to see that fight? I don't want to see that fight. I think, not that they shouldn't fight. They probably should, but it'll be a great move for Keyshawn. Frank Martin, I don't know. Why fight a prospect? For him, bad fight. For Keyshawn, great fight. For me, bad fight, because I think it'll be boring. Not deathly boring, but boring enough to where I'll probably just... I'd watch that whole fight if they fought. I won't lie. I'll probably watch it. I won't highlight that one. But I wouldn't... It's like if there's anything better going on that night, I'll watch the highlights. Mason's a great fighter. So far, so good. You feel me? We'll see what happens. I'm about to get out of here soon, guys. Brother like me is tired. Packing all fucking day. We had 6 people in this fucking house packing. Crazy, including me and my wife, obviously. And apologies for the shitty camera. Those of you who came in late, my 4K camera that I've been using is packed, so I have to resort to this MacBook internal joint that is from 2019, which in technology is basically the Ice Age. All right, peeps, I'm out. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.